You're watching Star Television Network on Channel 21. Welcome to the National News Bulletin on the hour. First, the headlines. Liberians in Sierra Leone have joined their counterparts across the world to welcome their new president, George Oppong Weah, following his inauguration in Monrovia. In providing fast and reliable internet service in the country, a new Seratel 4G LTE service has been launched in Freetown. A philanthropist, John Soso Conte, has as part of his continued community service organized an activity for children in the Wilberforce community. And in sports, the Sierra Leone Ex-Footballers Union, a group of former Leone Stars players, has been launched in Freetown with Mohamed Kalon as the president. Those were the headlines, and now for the news in detail with me, Amadou Mwenaba. Former football star John Oppong Weah, who won the runoff elections in Liberia, has been inaugurated as the country's president in a well-attended ceremony in Monrovia. Meanwhile, Liberian nationals in Sierra Leone also joined their counterparts across the world to welcome their new president. Lamin Mansare attended a ceremony at the Crew Courthouse in Freetown, and here is the report.
The Crew Town House in Freetown was full of cheerful Liberians as it celebrates the inauguration of George Oppong Weah, a renowned football star who emerged as the newly elected president. This, according to many Liberians living in Sierra Leone, is a call to go back home and contribute to the building of their country. According to Roland Nah Johnson, the keynote speaker, he regards this as another remarkable history in the existence of Liberia. He encouraged all to continue to remain united, as he referred to this moment as the rebirth of the country.
On behalf of Her Excellency, the Liberian Ambassador, Musu Jatu Rule, who is unavoidably absent, I want to say a big thank you to the organizers who have painstakingly gone about to your various houses to encourage you and to make this program what it is today, to encourage you to be present here today. Liberia is your home. We at the embassy, we take pride in the fact that you've recognized the election of a great son of the land, a son of the people, a man of the people. I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that Liberia is reborn.
Abdallatu Kamara, a Liberian who identifies herself as a relative of George Oppong Weah, the newly elected president, said they are extremely happy to be alive to witness such a moment. She furthered that Liberians all over the world should be proud to celebrate as the country has taken another bold step towards democracy and development.
Well, we decide for celebrate Nasalonia because we get Liberians in Liberian descendants in and all throughout the election, everybody get your various spots already play. So now that make we decide for do the celebration today because we also happy for we own brother, we own family, we own win the election because it's not funny but we thank God. So now that make we were not able to go decide for get out to listen and do the celebration as they say people and I right now.
George Oponwea, born in October 1966 in Monrovia, Liberia, who later emerged as a Liberian football star, climbing up the ladder to be named African, European, and World Player of the Year in 1995, an unprecedented achievement before becoming a politician. His talents on the field were equaled by his activism on behalf of his homeland, where he worked to bring an end to the long civil war. Thus, Weah was elected President of Liberia. Reporting for Star News in Freetown, I am Lamin Mansari.
In providing fast and reliable internet service in the country, a new Siatel 4G LTE service has been launched in Freetown. This, the Minister of Information and Communications, Alhaji Alpha Kanu, says is part of government's continued efforts in promoting digital literacy and information communication technology in the country. Waida Sise reports.
The internet connectivity in Sierra Leone for the past decades was in a poor state. The fast internet browsing is a platform for a nation to enhance its socio-economic agenda. Sierra Leone, like other fast-growing developing countries, is moving tremendously to match its neighboring countries in competing in the business world through the launching of the 4G LTE network by Siatel on Tuesday, 23rd January at the Miata Conference Center in Freetown. Addressing his audience, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Information and Communication, Mamba Brahma Sowa, described the internet connectivity as part of one's necessity in terms of socio-economic development, which must be considered very vital for the current status of the country's economy. Dilating on the essence of the launching of the 4G network by Siatel, the Minister of Information and Communication, Honorable Alhaji Dr. Alpha Kanu, said that telecommunication is a source of allocating resources for a nation, adding that the fast internet connectivity can provide international recognition in the business world. The fiber optic cable, according to him, is the medium for a faster internet browsing, and in light of that, Siatel is a full partaker, which makes it the best internet service provider. The Honorable Minister, Alpha Kanu, implored government to vest its interest in digital literacy in order to empower Sierra Leoneans in promoting information communication and technology, ICT, in Sierra Leone.
And you don't need a lot of money to invest in ICT. You don't need to buy big bulldozer ships. You don't need to buy big machines and processing machines. You need education. That brings me to the third intervention of government, computeracy, i.e. digital literacy. It is our responsibility as a government to ensure that our children, maybe not me, I'm a bit too old and past myself by date, but our children and younger people like the Minister of Tourism looking at me there, they have the opportunity to use their brain power. Latch onto this and bring Africa up abreast, because we leapfrogging Africa up abreast with the rest of the world. The Industrial Revolution, we missed out on that. And we don't have money to go invent the wheel anymore. Let's buy it from them. We can use the money from the ICT to buy the wheels from those people. So my advice this morning is that digital literacy and computeracy, knowledge in computers and mathematics, is very, very important for our people, for our children. It is the biggest enabler.
Speaking on behalf of the President, Dr. Anes Baikuruma, the flag bearer of the All People's Congress Party, Dr. Samura Kamara, commended Siatel for such a development in ensuring that the availability and accessibility to fast internet browsing is achieved in the country, as this intervention will make a great impact in boosting the socio-economic agenda of the country.
System-centric and results-oriented system. Therefore, since my government came into governance in 2007, mobile and internet connectivity have been a major program of our government. This was premised on the fact that the world was rapidly becoming a global village. With high-speed data and voice being the principal vehicles, we were headed to a destination we needed to be if we must book a rightful place in the world community and true to our promise, my government delivered by landing with fiber optic, liberalized the gateway, and implemented several reforms to open up the ICT sector.
The chairman of the National Telecommunication NATCOM, Moma Conte, disclosed that before the year 2007, the internet penetration rate in the country was about 0.1%. In the year 2008, the rate was also about 1.3%. Adding that the advent of the 4G network browsing, the internet penetration rate has moved to 4.4%. And with that, Sierra Leone is now at the 7th position of internet browsing penetration rate in West Africa. And that more will be done to enhance the promotion of internet connectivity in West Africa. Reporting for Star TV News, I am Waida Sisei.
A philanthropist, John Soso Conte, has as part of his continued community service, organized an activity for children in the Wilberforce community. According to him, this is to get the kids engaged and as well exhibit their skills in football and other activities. Adamasila reports.
Empowering children and developing their skills and talents is one that cannot be overemphasized. As a result of this, a philanthropist from the United Kingdom, Ishmael Sosokante, in collaboration with community stakeholders, has organized a friendly football match for children at the Wilberforce village in Freetown. Community stakeholders, however, expressed thanks and appreciation to Ishmael Sosokante for coming to their aid, as they made mention of the challenges they have been faced with over the years in terms of developing the skills and talents of their children within the community, which they know is very important not only for these children and the community, but for the country as a whole.
The past years, we don't get this problem. We find out, say, more especially the country as a whole, people can get talent, at the end of the day, they die with the talents. They're not able to showcase the talent at all. So, we tell God, thank you for this opportunity. We get this way. Actually, God will use Mr. Ishmael Sosokante, way na the philanthropist way to shape this idea for bringing together because it's a perspective in young boys. Also, it can come times when I feel and observe what they really do. So, I come up with an initiative. Me and discuss and personally as well as a very good initiative.
And I pray that the late Adagi Sosokante, when I Ishmael Sosokante, Ishmael is a brother to me. Any way they do it, they ask me to do brother. A man, whenever I see them, picking the car around them. And begin with small picking first. Play football, motivate, and like picking in kind of day. So when they ask me, I say, go ahead. I don't want to do this college and go like picking. Kind of flew them, buy ball, everything. So he decided to train coach for them in Labibi, talk to them. Labibi said, we got now kind confidence, say, but I'm not worried. You kind of pay for them. Not that the money he gets, which I mean, just to like picking. People forget certain kind of people like Ishmael and Kaya, Ishmael Sosokante. Forget that kind of people that so saloon football and then talents are not waste. Because the picking actually it's right. The fourth game when they play, then beat Basco. Then give them 2-1. We all feel good. Because it's like football gets stressed. Like the team making get mind for bite for themselves because I don't see the team good.
I want to give thanks to Ishmael Sosokante. Let me say now, he's savior to picking football in this community because he don't say what don't do them what they are. No help or nothing. But this man also come years back, he come tell me say Bakal, Lampipi are there people for them what they are. We may not be believe the thing, I will take us from. But Ishmael Sosokante come do some F15 and then they buy boots for the over them. I take us here, say Bakal go, we come back. Really count different things. Count vest, boots, plenty things anyone know good name. We don't come for them brother. I don't think I.
They're not sponsors, it's just only brother Ishmael. We can aid. There are so many letters them out. What they expect say them we can aid. Big slap and a big blow to everybody within this community because me not today I don't start this team. From a small, I don't play football in this country. I don't retire from the game. Now I see them and organize them big for them about them. Just for see say let them keep themselves up because work no day. Football life is not the work and they be idle somebody. But when Brother Ishmael come, I tell myself to make this year 2018, they say go give me support. I took gladly.
The children who took part in the football gala in a joyous mood expressed optimism for their various clubs in winning the match and then called on Ishmael Sosokante to continue with his kind gesture as they promised to make him proud. Various stakeholders called on community members to embrace this kind initiative and gesture by their own Sierra Leonean philanthropist Ishmael Sosokante. Adamasila, Star TV News, Freetown.
You're still watching the National News Bulletin here on Star Television Network on Channel 21. Let's now join Ilton John for some sports news.
Thank you very much, Lamwana, in the studio for some sporting news. We start with the local team. Former captain for the national team, Mohamed Kalon, and now he's serving as the president of the Ex-Players Union, has disclosed to this medium that football is meant for footballers. He's encouraging Olan Songi to come on board to develop the status of Sierra Leone football. Here is the report.
Always think about ourselves, about an individual, whereby we fully think about the progress of the country, the interest of the young one who want to play football like we. If we don't get the opportunity for play National League in Sierra Leone, people that support we, why we not go create the avenue there for other the young players the way they can make themselves able for play. So part of the SLEFU, when I'm not the president of the SLEFU, we get Paul Parker, we play for Kenema, playing at Belgium, now the secretary. We get Steven Musa, we play for Edwards, we now in the PRO, we get Vandy Bokari, we play for Kenema and Eastern Lounge as well, we now the treasurer. Then we get Inspector Bar, Junior Tumbu, Parade, we get everyone is part of the group. This is now an advocacy group where they speak on behalf of ex-players them, as we see how ex-players they die, I mean like Popper, they don't neglect we for quite a long time now, they don't recognize we in a society because they just feel say we not drop out, we not for be included in part for develop football in the country. And now they make that group they form and we they try to be the speaker. The group where they unite and bring all the brothers that come together because we as footballers they one brother at the end of the day. Because you never play football, don't they call you other name, they must call you ex-footballer. So now we don't create the group and we don't do a lot. I mean as the thing the way sad, we go see say for the past 2 decades we national team not make to any major competition and we know the problems the ways around that. We know the administrative damage and we know the proper structure because we don't get the opportunity for play out with all the experience. We know say things tend to go on the right way. But with that group there, we go for advocate and advise the FA or the ministry in the future for them to do the right thing. We don't get ex-players them who don't pass away, Euros they will not pass away, like the likes of Ishmael Daifan, Brahma George, Atuga, all these players that don't pass away, the late Alpha Joe as well. And all what they do, they like say, they anymore. They never for recognize them, then picking in the streets, and they for go school. And it's very, very, very sad. That group they don't stand up. Even of late, all the one way pass away, we play football in the country. We don't spend over 50 million for try for help the family them, try for pay school fee for them picking them. And I think at the right time this that group they for form because we'll not be ever able to get that kind of group there. We go there for advocate for the interests of the young one them and the old one they don't play.
Now we don't form this group. We're not on a short-term plan, on our aims and objectives. We're trying to try to achieve on a short-term plan as we see football in shambles in the country at the moment.
Okay, we go now for reach out, now for unify the football family, bring everybody come under the same roof, make learning feel really important, and we objective now for see how we're able to contribute to the development of football in the country. Basically, we want to start from grassroots and see how we're able to contribute and help in the mini leagues, in schools, and other things that we'll be able to contribute to. We long-term plan. Obviously, we want to get involved in Division 1 or Division 2 league, one of the inferior league in the country. Now we see how we're able to sponsor that league there, because from that league, then we start for play. wait and see we will get the opportunity for play. So if we go back to that side, we the ex-footballers, them, I think we'll be able to pay more to society.
But that was the former captain of the national team, Mohamed Kallon, who is serving as the chairman for the Sierra Leone Ex-Players Union. So it is wise to see how they will call all stakeholders on board to develop the problem within the football family. A non-division team based within the Kingston community known as Philip FC has secured the first victory in the ongoing Camp Diva Youth Championship. They registered a 2-1 victory against the side called Peter Billy. The Philip FC is a debutant in the league. According to the CEO of the club, who is Philip Kamara, is very happy for the success of his boys.
We feel excited, we feel good, because for the first very time we come and able to get this winning. Bloody.
What inspired you for the part of football?
I like football. I've been small, I've been football. Those are the makeup. When I come up, I see youngsters, they improve the makeup in football. I thought I'm fit, that puts me strength and boost them up.
Now you don't get to win into this game against PWB. What do you expect from the community people then?
I expect more support from the community people then. I want to join on with me. One man, it's not easy for that one man to make out. Because they say, two better heads are better than one. When they come together, all come together, and a team, never mind the name, but the community, the Kingston community, and get the team, when they come together and support.
Well, congratulations to Philip FC. We hope that they continue to get good runs in the ongoing Camp Diva Youth Championship down the Bay community. Finally, in the international scene, congratulations to the former African Best Player and World Best Player of the Year, George Oponwia. Yesterday, we saw his inauguration in Liberia. The former captain of the national team, who is Mohamed Kallon, was in attendance, and other high personalities. And coming up on Wednesday in the Caballero Cup, Chelsea will be playing against Arsenal in the return leg. We saw the performance of either side in the first leg. It's all ended 0-0 for both teams. Yet to see whether Chelsea will get the tickets to the final or Arsenal. That's all for sports. Back to Lamrana in the studio.
Thanks very much, Hilton, for the sporting updates. Well, that's all we have in the National News Bulletin file here on Star Television Network on Channel 21. Thanks very much for watching. Keep watching Star TV. The weather forecast is coming up next.